Hey guys, what's up? It's me, TheDominusIgnis, and I am back with more Robot Arena 2 DSL. Now, if you're ready like I am, then we're gonna get straight into this one. And first things first, I've entered Barbarian into a tournament. Now, the tournament runner did ask me if Barbarian... Well, they jokingly asked if Barbarian was meant to be a joke robot. And I said no, but honestly, the fact that I was trying to make a stock robot in DSL, the real answer was partially yes. But the reason that I entered it more than anything was, this is like, before there was Hell's Angel, before there was, The Keeper, Lord Scarecrow, Blunt Force Trauma, Wipeout, Barbarian was like my first robot of any real, notability. I had to wire the flipper button to be like this so that the robot had a way of self-writing to make it simpler to AI. But yeah, Barbarian was like my first notable robot from the days of stock, so yeah. Man, this is a robot that has been around for a while, much like Barbarian at this point. And probably more well-known at this point, because who the hell remembers the stock days? Jesus. So one thing I've done recently is I've added 4 fast NPCs, but... small problem with that is that now Hell's Angel is so fast that, it cannot turn effectively. So, maybe not my smartest idea. Now, one thing I'm trying to do, which is obviously not working at the moment, is I'm trying to work on the wedgelets. Now, one thing that was a major problem with the Orcs Wars entry of Hell's Angel is... Well, when I entered this into Orcs Wars 5, is that the wedgelets and the wedge were all part of a singular construct. So to lower the wedgelets, I'd have to lower the wedge. And so it meant that I couldn't get it low enough. Now they're separate. Which means I can fiddle with the wedgelets, I can get them low, they're off-center, I know. It's all grand, really. It's going to take some fiddling, but hopefully I can figure out that magical approach to get... Hell's Angel to be nice and low. I'm not going to do into this video because that's going to be a lot of fiddling. Of course, any suggestions on Hell's Angel I'll always be happy to take. I've mentioned before that I may end up retiring Hell's Angel just because I don't want to keep I know that it's a thing people like to do, but I don't want to keep tinkering the same bot for 500 years if there's nothing more that I can really do with it. So if there are any suggestions on how to improve Hell's Angel, which there's going to be, let's be honest, there's gonna be. I'd like to hear it. One thing that Wipeout has got as a problem is that Wipeout has never been the lowest, but unfortunately, in my attempts to make changes, it's actually less low. So we gotta fix that. That's on the to-do list, is to fix Wipeout. Maybe make Wipeout 4, perhaps, because there's probably going to be a fair few changes under the hood. With Blunt Force Trauma, if you're not aware, Blunt Force Trauma is the 4 E-Tech drive super heavyweight. Zooms about. It's just a ridiculous machine. It's been designed for Rebuttal Wars and the like. Rebuttal Wars 1, it was it had a scoop. Rebuttal Wars 2, it had teeth because that was back in the day when that was allowed. For Rebuttal Wars 2, it's been entered with these wedgelets, but I want to go beyond. So the plan for Blunt Force Trauma is 6 E-Tech drive. The idea is still that I just want Death Valley to be this... I'm not expecting Death Valley to be this suplexing machine, though. As you can see, the motor has been orientated better so that to allow for that more. So now it's got better angle for suplexing. But it's meant to be more tanky than anything else. Suplexing is part of it, but I want it to be able to endure, blows, really. Now, there's a few things that I'd like to do. Firstly, the battery issue. But I'm actually thinking I might be able to make this a little thinner. The chassis could be a bit smaller, which means I'd probably have to stick to the AND batteries, or maybe I could fit. I'll figure it out. Anyway, one thing I tried to do was I wanted to go with a slow burst, because I heard that these had benefits, but I'm finding it's not working out, so I will probably go back to the old piston. Unless someone can explain to me that actually this is fine, but I'm probably going to change that. Here we go. Also, Lord Scarecrow is now notably underweight. What the fuck? That's very strange given what Lord Scarecrow is. I've gone back to this design where the wedge is a little bit less cohesive because the other one where I tried to fit like bigger, better drive in really was not working out. I mean, it was pretty much just the same robot, so there's not really that much difference. But yeah, here we go. Beautiful, lovely, perfect Lord Scarecrow. Not really much that I could think to do. I might bulk up some of the, like, the shoulders there so that, there's nothing to worry about there. But honestly, not much I'd really want to change about Lord Scarecrow. If anything, one thing that I want to do this year is more joke robots. More fun robots, really. Might be a better way of putting it. Speaking of, Spinner-tron. Now, I don't know how many people will remember Spinner-tron. I think I had it in a video with Jim Dramatic. Or maybe I just did it on my personal time when playing with Jim Dramatic. But Spinner-tron is a cruiserweight robot, it's a face spinner, and it's beautiful. And I will not take any criticism. Spinner-tron 1000 is meant to be a for fun robot, despite the fact that it's got typhoons. It's already entered into a competition, that being Parsec tournament. But honestly, obviously it lost, I should point that out. But it's fun, It drives around, it falls over very easily, which, while that is fun in its own right, I might want to fix that with a Spinner-tron 2000, which I do plan on making. But yeah, it's a spinner, but it's a spinner with a bit of personality behind it. That was kind of one of the big things I wanted to do with it. Oh yeah, if you're also unaware, one other plan I had was to make like a bunch of like ridiculous axe bots. Axe/hammerbots, which are just over-the-top nonsense. And I decided, again, before the crash patch, to make a robot with like 6 fast NPC drive and a dual-headed Gothic axe, which nowadays wouldn't be allowed into the competition because there's a lot less... people aren't as willing to take on dual-headed Gothic axes, which is fair because they do obscene amounts of damage, so that would absolutely need to be changed. But it has the Hell's Angels problem to a ridiculous degree. Saying that, one thing that I do like about this robot is it has a dustpan that I could see myself using for like Hell's Angel. It's not finished. I'd like to maybe get some coverage here and here, perhaps, if I can. But one of the reasons I have the wedge on Hell's Angel currently is because I've been trying to deal with spinners. But a dustpan like this could also do fairly well at dealing with spinners. But the problem is of course, ground clearance. And my boy here is not very good at doing that. It's fast. It's very fast. But that's about it. That's the reason why it's unfinished. And being honest, it probably will never be finished. Look at this. Oh, what the fuck is that? Ugh. God, that... Okay, that would definitely been me trying to make an anti-horizontal version, but fuck, that's ugly. Right. There we go. Yeah, our good old beautiful iron ore 2.1 style axe and flipper bot. The Keeper is back. One of the reasons that I put it into like retirement essentially was because, much like the problem with Hell's Angel is, I don't want to keep working on robots if I can't think of a good way to continue them. Like, it just seems it's kind of like not very interesting to me to just keep, to have the same role and be like, hey, it's the Keeper again, and not have like at least a plan on where to go. But a lot has changed. I can think of some improvements to make. So yeah. Oh, then there's Crimson Mask, which I haven't touched in a while because I really just want to remake this entire thing. But this was large... And plus, the version I was working on, that was rework of this, got lost because the game absolutely shat the bed, but you know. But like but when I make this is going to be my Electric Ray style robot, which Electric Ray, the hero of fuck it. But yeah, this is a version. This version is not going to survive. I'm going to be scrapping this and starting afresh, like I was originally trying to do. Oh god, I forgot about Forest Fire, which is probably the problem that Forest Fire has had since the beginning, to be honest with you. It's just not had a great time of it. So Forest Fire, much like Crimson Mask, did have an upgrade many moons ago, but the game shut the bed and I lost it. So it went back to this puny, insignificant drum. It originally had a bigger drum like Unmaker bot from Robo Games, and I think one of the main plans is just to bring that back. I made this. It's a lightweight robot. It's an undercutter. The teeth probably wouldn't be allowed, so I'm probably going to change those for baby teeth. But I wanted to make a little attack creature for Lord Scarecrow. One of the things is that name, as you saw in Team Scarecrow, I want to make like a thing where it's just a bunch of robots that are like companions of Lord Scarecrow. This is probably going to be the only really competitive one. I don't know why I made this one so competitive, by my standards at least, by making it an undercutter. But I was also just kind of like, I've never made a proper undercutter before. Like, I usually give up, like, part way if I ever try. So, yeah. If anyone has a lightweight tournament, I would be happy to send that forth. Obviously, I'll likely have to change the teeth, because I doubt those will be allowed. And finally, the current fate of Viking. So, yeah, Viking wasn't working out with the wedge. So I decided I wanted to rework it. So we've got this prototype in the works of a cruiserweight Hell's Angel robot. I want to stress, prototype. Because there's a lot that needs to be redone. But, you know, as you can see, it's got a new hammer. Instead of the dual Gothic axe from before, it's now got like this beta hammer, which, plus side, still very powerful. Downside is that currently in the prototype form, the amount of like clearance with the wheels is so low that like the hammer actually can beach it. After trying it out in a Parsec tournament, it kind of worked. Like, obviously didn't do well because it's a bloody prototype by me. Like, that's a 2-time multiplier disadvantage. You're a robot by me and you're a prototype. Not great. But it was at least enough that makes me think I'd want to try and pursue this one further. But there's a lot that needs to be done. Right. But I think for now, at least, we're going to work on this boy right here. Oh, man. No, I just remembered one more thing. I made a thing of beauty last night. Do you love the future of Robot Arena 2? Okay, but for real though, I actually wouldn't be against making a over-the-top spinner like that as a joke. As a joke, should be clarified. Like, I'm not gonna make it competitive. I'm going to make it stupid, like I always do. Okay, one thing I'm going to have to look at is like the old Keeper and how I actually got these flippers to work. Part of me thinks I probably shouldn't have done that. That probably was not my smartest move ever. But we'll look into that. We'll figure that out. This is just a measure in place for the moment. Because I have a feeling someone's going to tell me off for this. Alright, and... yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get that I guess we've got to get the batteries and stuff, which... got a nice one back here. Right, and finally, we got to set up like a hammer of some sort. Where would that... wait, a judge camel. Yes. This is so dumb. but I love it. Okay, this might actually offset the tracks slightly. I'm pretty sure this might actually cause problems with the tracks. Right, and then wha-bam! Oh, that's perfect, actually. Right, but now I gotta try and get you. I could actually do with a longer flipper panel. This is ridiculous. Oh, wait. Tracks go, like, opposite directions, right? Or have they fixed that? I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, it's been fixed. I remember back in the day I'd wire the tracks so they'd actually go in the opposite direction, so I guess that's been dealt with, perhaps. Or was it the turning that was always in the opposite direction? I love this game. It's so quirky. Right. Fire the flipper, and then we fire the axe. Alright. And already a track glitch! What the f— Right, here we go. New, improved Keeper. It's more compact. The flipper and axe are probably about the same as they've always been. The axe might actually be worse. Whoa! Like a glove. Okay, that's interesting. Gotta obviously redo the paint job now that Keeper's been redesigned. But fact is, it works. And the tracks also mean that, like, Keeper will keep on moving regardless, so I'm actually really happy about this. Maybe I'll revisit the idea, revisit the Keeper family. That'll be for another video, though. Right. Holy fuck. Oh my god, the key. No! What the fuck? Oh, that's ridiculous. The Keeper. Beautiful. A thing of absolute beauty right there. Alright. Just put that back. There we go. The Keeper is back. And it's very much underweight. Turns out this design is... yeah, I'd have to do some, like, big changes. But, like... I don't know, like, every change I would do would probably actually make it worse. So... Right, let's fix Forest Fire. I've been meaning to do this for so long. I'll fix all this other stuff later, but right now, let's just do the bit that I've been meaning to do for such a long time now, but have been neglecting to do. Let's get this drum replaced with the big drum again. Everything else, I'll fix later. Right now, this just needs to be done. You know what? I should do the thing about putting messages on the bottom of my robots again. If this gets entered into a tournament... Like, I should just have, like, that bear character that, like, the Americans had, and it'd just be like, you can no longer prevent forest fires. Alright. Okay, we're going for perm 80, which, not great, but whatever. Unless, hold on. Definitely gonna have to do more to cover up that, but we'll worry about that in a bit. Again, I'm just trying to make this work. Right. Here we go. It still bounces. Oh my god. There's a lot of power in that drum, though, on the plus side. Okay, so the drum is too big. We've learned that. The drum is still too big. Even when it's there, the tracks... Even though the tracks are there and the drum is there, ignore that, I just tried to fix the problem and it didn't work. Even though the tracks are there and the drum is there, that's still apparently too low according to Robot Arena 2. This game. But we are onto something. This is going to be rebuilt, undoubtedly, because there's so many issues with this old build. There we go. Then we just got to pop it back, like so. There we go. It may not be a good robot, but I can at least keep it looking decent. Maybe I just need to go to Deadnall's room and just make it a vert at this point. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Robot Arena 2 DSL. If you did, please remember to leave a like on this video, subscribe for more. As you just found out, we have a lot to do this 2022 season, plus many robots that I hope to make. So, if you want to see more, be sure to leave a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified of future videos on this channel. And I will see you all next time. Like I said, comment, let me know, feel free to give me feedback on things that you would do to improve my robots, because while I'm not looking to be the most competitive person out there, a little bit of extra help for my robots never hurt anyone. So, yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys!